To forget how to dig the earth and to tend the soil is to forget ourselves.
How essential is soil in our daily lives? Truthfully, it is our major support system. Every important activity, whether it may be healthy crop productivity, human nourishment, or water filtering, depend on healthy soils. An environment nourished by it also brings more resistance to drought or flood. The planet's temperature regulation largely relies on it too, as it holds more carbon than all of the world's trees combined.
Dahil yan sa hindi wastong pagtapon o paghiwalay ng mga nabubulok at di nabubulok na basura.
However, what we always fail to comprehend is the true impact that its inevitable pollution has on our everyday lives.
The health of all living things on earth depends on the quality of the soil. This includes the food we eat, the water we drink, and the air we breathe. Hence, as its essence to survival is truly evident, its pollution has some serious negative effects on human health.
Soil pollution is a global issue that has forever affected possibly every single species in existence. The polluted soil, which is wrongfully used to grow crops and plants, is subsequently transferred to humans, accounting for the abrupt rise in minor but fatal infections. Both human activity and natural processes have the potential to contaminate or pollute the soil.
It is our own human activities that majorly contribute to pollution. Chemicals such as pesticides, herbicides, lead, ammonia, and mercury, among others, are now present in excess. Therefore, to develop a healthy environment, we must progressively solve this obstacle of pollution.
A domino effect is brought on by soil degradation. It changes the biodiversity of soils, lowers soil organic matter, and degrades soil's filtering abilities. It even disrupts the equilibrium of soil nutrients and contaminates the groundwater, as well as the water held in the soil.
Today, a whopping one-third of our soils are highly degraded due to erosion, lack of soil organic carbon, salinization, compaction, acidification, and lastly, chemical pollution.
In order to fully grasp the realistic state of soil pollution, we sat down and talked to some citizens who were able to share their sensible experiences. Here are their stories.
Hello, I am Jerveline Tito Bizo and I am a grade 11 student from Colegio de la Inmaculada Concepcion, Cebu.
In your own words, what do you think is soil pollution?
For me, soil pollution is wherein the soil is polluted due to the toxic substances or chemicals, mostly human-made chemicals.
As a part of the youth, what can you do in order to refrain soil pollution from happening?
As part of the youth, I can refrain soil pollution from happening by reducing the use of toxic materials or products and to just use alternatives that can help our land. I can also refrain soil pollution from happening by planting more trees since trees help improve the quality of the soil.
If you were to be told to spread awareness, in what way will you do it, or how will you be able to spread awareness?
If I were to be told to spread awareness, I will do it by telling my family, friends, and the people I know about the situation of our land, how polluted it is, and how soil pollution can be also a huge risk to our health. And with this information, they would realize and would use ways to prevent soil pollution.
Hi everyone, I am Marilio Tilim and I am currently studying at Cebu Doctors University.
In your own words, what do you think is soil pollution?
So what is soil pollution? Soil pollution happens when the soil is contaminated by different pollutants such as chemicals or man-made products. When chemicals react with the soil, it creates or it causes a reaction which leads the soil to be contaminated or polluted.
As a part of the youth, what can you do in order to refrain soil pollution from happening?
As part of the youth, there are many ways where we can reduce soil pollution. This includes composting, avoid the usage of chemical fertilizers, proper disposal of garbages, and following the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle.
If you were to be told to spread awareness, in what way will you do it? Or how will you be able to spread awareness?
If I were told to raise awareness regarding this matter, which is the soil pollution, I will do campaigns and reach out to people and tell them that soil pollution affects our lives and it affects our environment. I will also use the social media platforms on raising awareness and sharing my knowledge and understanding that soil pollution doesn't only affects our lives now, but it could create a bigger impact and effects to our future generations.
Pangani mo ya og imong trabaho pila na ka tuig?
Pangalan niya si Degradation Villa Isteria. Usaraw ka to sa garbage man.
Unsa man ni trabaho ya ba kanimong kon?
Ang trabaho kay ilasaran sa basura dito. Kasi gayo, kasi kapon gayo ay hindi ta sa gayo.
Nakasuway na ka nasakit.
Saway daw sakit panok sa mga kuan lansa bildo.
Unsay pwede buhaton sa mga tao ya ba para mo gamay ni kaning kahugaw?
Sigaret ra mga basura dito. Mga malatak bawal kaya malatak.
Pangani mo nay.
Sima.
Pila na kakatuig nga nagkon na
Ang tugay na tulong mga kuwan ka na katuig, tulo.
tulo.
Uy, ito kung manang, tulungan nila. Pagmantaon po sa permanenteng trabaho.
Unsa day may tabo sa kanang basura nga imong makolekta na mo?
Timbangon man nila.
At timbangon. Niya unsay may tabos on
O, timbangon, tagaan ka. Ako, agi atong Sabado, 2 pesos na, balikan ko bulas.
unsa man yung pagka kanang makatabang sa iyong kinabuhi ba kaning pagkuan?
Pamalit-palit na ko yung mga pagkaon. Ako raman sa usaran, akong anak ko sa nabahong po siya, pero uwang ko sa niya.
Excuse me, te. Hi. So like, na ako yung project ba, like group project, yun about sa mga earth science ba. It talks about soil pollution or soil degradation. And then, ma-ask mo nimo sa mong opinion, sa mong thoughts sa ano na problem ba ito encounter. So, starting, pwede mo ask mo name, sa mong status, sa mong current life status, imong how it affects yung, life ba, environment na nanin na problems.
Okay. Hi, I'm Gabrielle Rihanna Pinili, and I live a very comfortable life. I don't have any known problems with my land aside from the fact that there's trash over there, just everywhere. I don't know where it comes from.
Okay, so nako yung mga several questions, pero ma-ask ako ng few questions niya, Gabe, ha? Pwede Gabe?
Yeah. Okay.
And then, so, what do you know si Mia about soil pollution and soil degradation?
Yeah.
So, sa mo own words, how can you define it, man?
Soil pollution is obviously the pollution of soil, the pollution of soil, and it affects the environment in a lot of ways because soil is where plants grow and plants is where we get most of our food, and it also covers the earth's like rock, and yes, it's just harmful to the environment, and it's caused by erosion or just other things.
Natural,
natural calamities also.
So, do you think na na mga man-made factors na maka-affect sa degradation of soil?
Yes, I think climate change is a big factor because climate change obviously causes stronger storms and hurricanes, which when they happen cause landslides, and landslides lead to erosion, and erosion leads to soil pollution.
Oh, okay. So, thank you for some insights ate, ha?
Yeah.
So, kami nang tag-ask ba, Miss Marco, di balik mo sa?
That's okay.
So, like, in what ways naka-contribute ka for the improvements sa itong health sa soil or sa itong earth? Na kayo na-contribute so far? Or,
I've been trying to produce less waste, so less waste goes into landfills and infiltrates the soil. But I'm still trying to find other ways to,
So, if ever kaniya na video or interview kay spread ni, what is your message towards the people na di sila mo take care sa atong environment karon? What can you what can you say to them para mo less nila ang pagkuan damage sa tong earth?
I think that we all take what we have on this earth for granted, and all the resources that we have. We really do take it for granted, and we often forget that we are now on a timer to start actually trying to save our environment. So I think we just have to remember that we need to try our best to conserve and recycle and do all these other things so that we can sort of change the way that we live so that we can better our environment rather than worsen it for our own children and for our children's children, so that they can continue living on an earth that is as beautiful as the one we live in now.
Okay, thank you kay Miss Ha for your time, Miss. And goodbye. Hello guys, so nako second nakita na possible na ko na ma-interview ani sa situation. Okay, so hello kuya.
Hi.
Pwede na ma-video ya sa para kuan sa project. So among project kay about ni sa mga nahitabo sa tong yuta kay mga pollution niya ba, may problema, malansay na nanagod ya. So start niya pwede mo tana sa imong name, unsa imong buhaton niya, unsay problema imong nakita sa tuang kuan sa tong world karon.
Sa akong my name is Aldrin Ives Apa. So ang nakita na ko nga problem sa wait sa sa ganito
Sa atong ay ikaw din lang pwede lang. So ang atong yung nakita na problema sa atong world karon niya ba, like kung sa mga problema like sa mga basura ba or mga landslide ano na gid.
ako nakita nga problema sa kuan is kanang mga garbage o basura nga bisag asa ra gipang labay, which is naka-cause siya og kanang makabara siya sa mga kanal gani. Kanya muna siya maka-cause og if mabara na siya sa kanal, muna siya maka-cause og kanang ma-stuck ang tubig, napuyan sa mga mosquitoes nga pwedeng maka-cause og sakit like dengue.
Yeah. Unsay message mo para mga di na yung grabe pangbuhat sa mga tao karon niya? Like pwede mo maingon kung mo viral yun na interview ba, unsay pwede mo maingon na para ma-prevent na or di na mabalik ng tabuha.
So para ma-prevent ito na siya na aron dili na siya mahitabo is proper segregation sa garbage, like i-segregate ang mga basura sa ilahi ang malata o dili malata and maura.
Yeah, thank you kasi yung time ya ha.
Because of this extensive soil degeneration, the ecological equilibrium of all planetary systems are impacted. The soil fertility gradually declines, rendering the area unusable for farming and the survival of any indigenous vegetation. Large areas of lands become unhealthy due to soil contamination. All of these don't appear appealing to anyone.
And so, seeing these negative effects continuously being a significant concern, we must therefore take action to prevent them.
Some simple but effective ways that even we, the ordinary citizens, can execute to minimize soil pollution are as follows.
1. Elimination of herbicide and pesticide use. 2. Proper plant maintenance and caregiving. 3. The usage of organic fertilizer and compost. 4. Minimization of waste and dangerous substance. And 5. The reduction of chemical fertilizers.
So, the conclusive goal of this documentation isn't just to show the sad and horrendous state of the soil and the earth, but it is also to encourage every viewer to open up their minds and let them execute what is deemed worthy to help the situation, even in the smallest ways possible.
The conversations with those people who are at least touched upon by the effects of soil degradation aren't simply included to provide information. It is to empathize and relate with them in the closest manner, sharing the experience with them to further understand the degree of relevance that soil pollution brings to our daily living.
Ultimately, we must all realize that every single action, whether huge or minute, largely alters the state of our soil in the world. All we truly need to do is to open our eyes, witness the authentic situation, and assess the corresponding measures that needs to be taken. Because in the end, as perfectly encapsulated by Franklin D. Roosevelt, the nation that destroys its soil destroys itself.